Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video. We're going to do a review today on a very old school, very hard to find fragrance. This is from the house of Gucci, and this is the original Gucci Pour Homme from 1976, the Chypre fragrance. So, as usual, what we'll do, we'll break down the fragrance into 5 parts, take a look at its box and bottle presentation. I'll go over the notes, tell you about which ones I pick up on the most. Then I'll talk about its performance based on my experience actually wearing the fragrance, and then I'll give my overall thoughts and, of course, my overall rating. Want to give a shout out to Jay. This is another one, the third and final fragrance in the series of things that he sent me to review. Thank you so much. Really lucky to be able to try this because, of course, it's extinct for the most part, and hard to find, and it's extremely well preserved. So thank you so much, Jay, for sending this to me, and I hope that you enjoy the video. So before we jump into the review, of course, subscribe if you haven't done so. Check out the Instagram page, Scents of South Jersey. You guys know the deal. If you're interested in purchasing fragrances directly from my collection, again, check out my Mercari page. I've been consistently listing things. There's even some new fragrances, even from the video I just put out about fragrances that I'm letting go. So check that out. The link is in the description. Also, if you're interested in picking up one of those fitness shirts from Aurelius Apparel, the link and the code are in the description. And also the shirts from Masudo, the button downs, with the crazy patterns too, 40% off the retail pricing directly from the website. You just click the link, discount is already applied. So let's take a look at the, again, 1976 release, the original release from Gucci for Men, Gucci Pour Homme, the Chypre fragrance. Okay, starting things off with the presentation. So we'll take a look at the box, guys, here. So you can see this is a 30 ml, and it is a cologne natural spray. So I guess that's the concentration. Nothing on the top. So you see Gucci, you see the Gucci coat of arms, Pour Homme, it's a brown box gold. And then you see the classic green and red and gold Gucci belt that actually wraps all the way, if I can spin that, around the box. And you can see it just says contains alcohol. So I really like that, just the nice details there. Again, 30 ml you can see. And on the bottom here, it looks like it's distributed. It says by Scannin Ltd, so from New York by Scannin too. So you open it up, there is no French wrapper, just the flaps there on the side. Take a look at the bottle here. Really classic bottle, almost has a little bit of the drugstore vibe. And obviously that's not the case because it's Gucci. Really, still clear, golden, light amber colored, fragrance juice liquid there. You see the coat of arms from Gucci. Gucci's written there, Pour Homme. And then again, the size down at the bottom, 30 ml. On the back, again, Scannin, and from New York, New York. And on the top, you have the belt that wraps all the way around the cap. This is starting to come loose over here, but I think that's pretty cool. Now, the cap on the top has the gold Gucci G's there, the symbol. So you can hold it by that. Now, when you take it off, it's got that drugstore look. And I think this was, for a lot of these fragrances, they didn't really go, some of them at least, didn't go super into the atomizers, right? Like the plastic ones were just okay. And maybe just for the 30 mLs especially, that's what they did. I think the larger sizes, they had the metal around it, but the distribution on it, let's spray some on here. Pretty good distribution for that cheap crimp neck thing, for the presentation too. So I really like the bottle for Gucci's Pour Homme. Okay, the notes for Gucci Pour Homme in 1976, the Chypre fragrance. Man, there's so many here, so bear with me. In the top, you have bergamot, Amalfi lemon, lavender, and basil. So not a ton in the top, but the middle is where there's the most. So we have sandalwood, patchouli, carnation, iris, spices, geranium, Virginia cedar, jasmine, and pepper. And then in the base, there's still a decent amount. There's oak moss, leather, French labdanum, musk, amber, tonka, and vanilla. So I'm definitely getting the citruses on the top. I definitely get some of the florals that are listed there. I'm just what it reminds me of, and maybe a hint of the leather. The other fragrances, though, I'm not picking up, or excuse me, fragrances. The other notes I'm not picking up on. But again, you know how it is with these super old school fragrances. They have a ton of notes, but that's how they were developed, and that was the norm back then too. So whereas today you have fragrances with maybe 2 notes in each category, but I'm picking up on the citruses, floral, and a little bit of leather. All right, so the performance for Gucci Pour Homme, the 1976 Chypre fragrance, the original fragrance for men from the house of Gucci. Surprisingly, it's not that strong. I'm getting maybe about 4 hours where I can detect it. And then after that, it's very faint. So, again, this bottle is in what I would consider in perfect condition. Nothing smells off, nothing smells sour about it. So maybe the performance is affected over time. Again, these are old. I don't know when this was. Jay and I actually got this from the same seller. I had bought one. Mine was 100% off. This one isn't. This is why he sent it for review too. But 4 hours is really all I'm getting with this one. All right, it's time for my overall thoughts for Gucci Pour Homme, the 1976 release. So this stuff, guys, is very, very old-fashioned, right? You know, the opening is the best part of this fragrance. The citrus, it's bright, and that seems to be the part that I like. But then it really makes a turn to where, like, it smells like I can't tell if I'm in my grandmother's living room in the 1990s or I'm in the hospice wing of an old folks home, right? So it smells just like, I don't know, like musty, like grandma's leather old handbag with dead flowers at the bottom. It stinks. It definitely smells like, remember when I trashed on Aramis? I would wear Aramis any day over this because at least that's more masculine. This is like, if you could liquefy or blend up an old woman, this is what this stuff would smell like. It's from the 70s, but it smells like it's from the 50s or 60s. It's got that, like the floral turns into this sort of potpourri. I don't know. I think it smells really bad. I'm really happy that I never bought this because there's been times where I've seen, you know, listings for this and I thought, oh, maybe I should pick it up. It's Gucci. It's got to be good. But no, man, this stuff, ugh. It's very, very old smelling. The opening, and after about 10 minutes, it's just that, like, it just smells like the waiting room, old person's house that you haven't been to with the wood paneling on the walls and the cheesy potpourri with the decorations everywhere, or like an old folks home. I think it's something I would definitely not recommend. I can't even really say like, oh, I'd wear it here and here and here because I wouldn't wear it any of those places. So definitely avoid this one. It's not worth it at all. Okay, it's time for my overall ratings for Gucci Pour Homme, the 1976 release, the Chypre fragrance. Its presentation is really cool. That's going to be what's going to save its rating from it being abysmal. So 8 out of 10 for the presentation. The performance, 4 hours, 4 out of 10. The scent, though, like, I just hate it after the first few minutes. I hate it. So, you know, 4.5 out of 10 for the scent, which is going to bring the overall rating from me to a, you know, 5 out of 10 for this too. But that doesn't matter. The scent sucks. All right, that'll wrap it up for my review of the 1976 Chypre fragrance for men from the House of Gucci, and it is Gucci Pour Homme. Let me know in the comments section, have you tried this fragrance? Do you love it? One thing I don't want to hear is that I must have a bad fragrance or it's wrong or I'm wrong. Guys, it's my opinion on something and I know it's not sour. I know what a sour fragrance smells like. This is not it. It's well preserved. It just sucks. So deal with it. But again, I love to hear from all of you. I always appreciate all the interaction. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. Check out the Instagram page. Get yourself an Aurelius Apparel shirt. If you want some stoic sayings on your workout shirt, it's awesome. And a Masudo shirt if you want a sick button down. The links for all of that stuff are in the description. And check out the Mercari page if you're looking to purchase fragrances directly from my collection. I have plenty listed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching the video. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.